Could someone be trying to manifest you into their life? Are they sending you positive energies? Here are 4 signs that someone is trying to manifest you into their life. Someone really wants to be a part of your life right now. Maybe even more than one person. Or maybe just one person is sending you beautiful, wonderful, happiness-filled, positive energy. Perhaps they aren't even aware they're working the law of attraction. Most people either haven't encountered or aren't interested in this aspect of life. When we work with the law of attraction, we are, in fact, in the realm of the law of vibration. The law of attraction is part of the law of vibration, just as the law of assumption is. So, while someone may be in the thought field of bringing you into their life, they might not have the slightest idea about the law of attraction. On the contrary, they could be experimenting with specific techniques that make them feel good about you. Let's take a look at these 4 signs to understand if someone wants to attract you into their life. Is it really possible for someone to attract you into their life? The answer is yes, it is possible. This person might be someone who could provide you with material or spiritual assistance. They might be engaging in positive visualizations for you. Perhaps they believe they could establish a deep romantic partnership or love relationship with you, with the sole purpose of creating a beautiful family for you. As we continue to explore this topic, it's beneficial to recall the perspective emphasized by the law of attraction guru Neville Goddard. The idea that the people around us are reflections of our inner state, essentially mirrors of ourselves. Embracing this thought system may be challenging for everyone upon first hearing it, as our egos can serve as obstacles in this regard. Upon some contemplation and listening to our conscience, we can understand that it finds a 100% correspondence in our lives. We can understand it to a certain extent, though fully grasping and internalizing it may take time. We are all connected to each other to some extent, not just all humans, but the entire realm of existence. We all come from a single source. However, at the same time, each of us is unique with our own existence. We are both the essence and a part of this unity. In a sense, each of us is the appearance of the other. Whether on a micro or macro scale, no matter from where you look, everyone around you finds existence within you, and you experience them in this way. You experience everything in the external world, not as they are in their external state, but as they find source within you. You reflect from the inside out and practice in that way. Another important thing we need to understand is that free will is not being violated here. The reason for this can be explained by quantum mechanics. We have numerous, actually infinite, timelines, gradually and infinitely nested within each other. In one of these possibilities, you desire to be with the person who wants to attract you into their life. In another dimension, you may not even be aware of that person. What that person is trying to manifest is to draw you into another possibility where both of you are together. Let's talk about the first sign. That person is entering your dreams, not just once, but several times, continuously, one after another. Additionally, the person suddenly comes to your mind for no apparent reason. You might be doing ordinary things like work, household chores, going from one place to another without needing a clear trigger, and suddenly that person comes to your mind as an image. This can happen in several places and several times. You feel the energy they emit, and you find yourself thinking about them, they might be dreaming about you. Somehow, they have done something right, and their positive vibes are starting to influence you. For example, while focusing on something, instead of distracting your attention elsewhere, they briefly come to your mind, and you think, "What does this have to do with anything?" Then you go back to what you were doing, and later it comes back, goes away, and so on. It can happen like this: enter your dreams, or both at the same time. I really experienced this firsthand. I woke up suddenly around 4 in the morning, and someone came to my mind. In that moment, I took a step. After a few weeks of conversation, the person innocently confessed that they had actually drawn me towards them. It turns out the energy that motivated me and led to experiencing many beautiful moments was the vibration they sent to me. Eventually, that person became my life partner. Or perhaps they already were, and we met in this way. What I'm sharing is real. It's about acknowledging the ego's denial and approaching with good intentions to see and experience truths. In reality, I'm still, like everyone else, trying to understand the mechanism of how this works on a universal or cosmic scale. And as I go through such events, my belief strengthens, and as my belief grows, so do my experiences. It's a mutually reinforcing positive cycle, you see. The concepts of time, space, dimension, and the universe are somewhat, if not significantly, different from what we were taught in the past. One thing I'm sure of is that the second sign is that you feel almost enchanted, immersed in a formation. You experience things that seem like coincidences to you, and you take a step back thinking, how do these coincidences happen one after another? It feels both like chance and makes you marvel and wonder. If you sense that things are not as they used to be, and there is a kind of energy upon you, if your mind keeps wandering off and returning to a certain place, someone is trying to bring you into their life. I didn't specify whether this is in a positive or negative sense because it can vary depending on many factors, including your perspective. Whether to approve or disapprove of that person and which probability you want to make your reality is up to you. In both what happens and what doesn't, there is good. The third sign is that you feel exhausted and under a weight. This is a bit on the darker side of things. That person has passed energy leeches onto you, and you find yourself unable to breathe or move. They constantly think about you, and all their focus is on you. If they are interested, they may try some law of attraction techniques and literally drain your energy. When you wake up in the morning, you wonder, why am I so tired? Then you remember seeing that person in your dream. You realize that you couldn't get a good night's sleep. Feeling drained is a result of this person energetically wrapping their arms around you like an octopus. This heaviness of energy makes you feel exhausted. It's a sign that someone is doing things to bring you into their life. We've come to the last sign I'll talk about in the video. You start seeing certain numbers, sequential or repetitive numbers. Yes, this is another common occurrence. It's actually one of the most fundamental things. Sometimes the universe communicates in the language of mathematics, and these numbers are a form of that communication. You begin to see 1111, 222, 333, 444, 1234, everywhere, all the time. This happens because someone is applying the law of attraction and its derivatives to bring you into their life, and it's starting to work. That person is on the path to making you a part of their life, and the universe is trying to convey this information to you. For example, 1111 might indicate that a new beginning is happening in your life. 222 might signify falling in love, and 333 might suggest starting a new and wonderful relationship. You get the idea. Alongside these, you start seeing the person's name somewhere around you. You might encounter it on the internet, in the book you're reading, or it just pops up, or you come across things they own. You begin to see their car everywhere, as if it's the only car being produced, and everyone is buying it. All these and similar coincidences are seemingly poured into your life. You experience all kinds of serendipities related to that person. The end of these signs and where your story will lead is another story. I appreciate you for watching the video. If you found it useful and liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe below. Until the next video, take care of yourself and thank you for being here. See you in the next video.